Shalom, beloved. Hope each and everyone is doing well and awesome. Again, it's Lee. Just want to address and just share this quickly. Even if, yeah, I've been a little bit on not a heavy tangible warfare, but I thank God that it was just for preparation and it kind of resonate and match with the scripture that we're reading now at Horizon Church from the book of Proverbs. But let me just address this because I'm still in the book of Job. And I just picked a few, but now I'm speaking for the sake of masses. Job, we all know Job was a wealthy man. And when the enemy went to report him and to get access for him to torment Job, just to spare his soul, yes, let me just say, Job had to endure a lot. Someone who was rich, lost everything. But let me just say, God have a way of using what man thinks it's wisdom toward them, but it's the foolish things towards him. God uses the foolish things to shame the wise. And let me say, for Job, someone who was fearfully at the time, and he even had to sacrifice, was a prayerful man, but for a moment he could, for what I'm seeing, for a moment he couldn't understand really who God was until he went through his wilderness. He went through his taste to come to find out who God was. And yeah, actually, if we read carefully, that's where we come to understand that even what God went through, there is a knowledge there about spiritual warfare because Job was complaining that even his spirit was tormented. His dreams, his vision, it wasn't about sickness that was imposed towards him. Many things, but I just want to share this for the knowledge of those who try to understand spiritual warfare and to understand their dream and vision. Let me just say, not every dream or every vision sometimes we see is from him. The enemy can also twist, just like what you read in the book of Job, that is the reality. The enemy can also twist. And let me just say, we will not skip the time that God will come to prune us and test us. Even if it's God who allow, sometimes those who looks like there to train us, because for God to allow Job to be put on the place that he did not deserve, didn't deserve, because it was the enemy who went to complain, but God wanted to show the enemy that I'm still God and this is mine. So God knows who he is. And let me just say that for those who are still fasting, even if I'm going out of reach, try to extend my course physically, trying to put things together, trying to update things, renewing my mind for how I see things to get positive and possible results. But I just wanted to say, make sure that everything that you receive spiritually, let it be a confirmation, even physically sometimes, but most of the time it's spirit, because that's where we don't have more conscious, neither understand of it. And yeah, we all know good and evil. It's the fruit that we ate of. But when it comes to life and destiny, only God knows. And let it be in you. So whosoever that's sick, let him go through the pruning, through the testing process. Jesus didn't escape that. He had to go 40 days of wilderness, but just to fulfill the word. And the one who gave the Israel before the 5 book of laws, he did not remove them, but he always have a way of extending and explaining more and acting towards his words, not to what people could say. Anyway, take my words back to him, confirm. But I just wanted to say, not every dream or every vision you have means that comes from him, but you have to discern. That's where spiritual discernment have to come in.